A fresh rebuttal coming in from Udhayanidhi Stalin. We're going to walk you through this right now. Remember, the DMK minister in Tamil Nadu, also the son of the chief minister, had on Friday made a comment about the Sanatana Dharma, in which he'd said it needed to be eradicated. That comment has caused, remember, quite a bit of controversy over the last few days, particularly among the BJP. Their response has been particularly sharp. And Udhayanidhi Stalin, it seems, is now firing off a fresh tweet. He said that the Prime Minister and company are using the Sanatan plot to divert attention from the facts, including the killing of more than 250 people in Manipur. Let's go over to my colleague Purnima to understand more. Purnima, we were just telling our audiences that a meeting took place yesterday where the Prime Minister did in fact tell leaders who were gathered to up the ante and focus on this Sanatan Dharma controversy. So we do know that it is something that the BJP continues to plan to highlight in the next few months too. Now, Udhayanidhi Stalin's tweet that he's put out, where he has said that BJP leaders are trying to use this to distract. Can you bring us more context on it? Because it's interesting that this response comes in, I believe, almost 6 days after the start of the initial controversy. Can you bring us more context?
Absolutely. Udhayanidhi issues a fresh statement and reiterates that his words have been taken out of context even by senior leaders of the BJP, including Amit Shah, and they are not talking about the promises they made to the people, but instead they are diverting the attention by twisting his words. And he says that it should be him who is filing cases against them, but adds that he belongs to the party that has followed the footpath of Periyar, Anna, and in fact the party always believes that they are not enemies of any religion, nor do they promote any religion, adding that he will face all the cases that have been filed against him legally, but continues to maintain that his words have been taken out of context and the BJP is trying to spread fake news. That's Udhayanidhi Stalin still defiant and says that it's the BJP that's spreading fake news, while he's never used the word genocide. Remember, this comes just hours after.
Purnima, can I just request you to stay with us? Let's go to my colleague Sakshi. I believe she has what it is that Udhayanidhi Stalin has said. We'll come back to you then to get more context. I just want to first share that with our audiences. Sakshi, over to you.
Definitely, Toya. As Purnima was also speaking about the claim that Udhayanidhi Stalin actually made as far as his controversial statement about Sanatan Dharma is concerned, he talked about BJP trying to, divert the matter and trying to divert the attention from the crucial matters in the country. Let's talk about the letter that has came from the Udhayanidhi Stalin himself. He talked about that it is my duty to clarify certain things to our party members. On September 2, I had participated in a conference calling for annihilation of Sanatana, organized by the Tamil Nadu Progressive Writers and Artists Association of CPIM, and delivered a speech. This is the speech, the controversial speech that we are talking about, in which he actually slammed Sanatan Dharma and compared it with malaria and dengue and talked about eradication of certain values from it. Now, what is important to note in this letter is that he said that in all fairness, I should be the one filing criminal cases and other court cases against them for spreading slander while holding respectable positions. But I am aware that this is their mode of survival. They don't know how else to survive, so I decided not to do that. This is the claim that he actually made. He clapped back at the BJP government, apart from saying that, they are trying to divert the attention from all the crucial matters. He went on to say that I would like to quote Anna's comment on religions, which remains relevant even today. If a religion leads people towards equality and teaches them fraternity, then I too am a spiritualist. If a religion divides people in the name of caste, if it teaches them untouchability and slavery, I would be the first person to oppose the religion. This is related to that controversial statement that he actually made about Sanatan Dharma in his speech that he is actually talking about. Toya, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Sakshi. Let's go over now to my colleague Purnima, who remains with us on the phone right now. Purnima, can you tell our audiences, one of the particularly interesting things that Udhayanidhi has said in this statement is he has talked about the fact that perhaps it is him who should have filed criminal cases instead of the multiple cases that have actually been filed against him across the country. So I'm talking obviously about the cases we've seen filed, for example, in Bihar, in Delhi and in Uttar Pradesh. Can you tell us, Purnima, yesterday we saw cases filed against Amit Malviya from the BJP, for example, and that was very much in the context of this case. Why did we see the DMK take so much time to act when that statement from Malviya in fact came out over the weekend?
Well, in fact, Udhayanidhi on Sunday itself made it clear that he will be filing cases against those who are spreading rumors and misconstruing his words. And even as politics continue to intensify, there was a complaint filed against Amit Malviya, and Trichy police had registered a case. Even now, Udhayanidhi maintains that he is not the one who's going to file criminal cases against any of them who've been in fact spreading rumors about his statement and putting him out of context. He in fact says that he will be facing all the cases filed against him legally. Remember, the Trichy police had filed, but Udhayanidhi in his letter maintains that he is not going to take action against any of them, even though he's been targeted by the BJP. Because the issue refuses to die down, and because the BJP tries or plans to intensify the issue further, Udhayanidhi also from his side has issued a letter saying that he never spoke against any religion. In fact, as per Anna, the DMK founder, and the party, they will respect all religions and they will not go against any religion, and that's something that he also believes in and respects all religions and never hurt the sentiments of a particular religion, is what Udhayanidhi says. Udhayanidhi defiance sticks to his stance and says that his words were taken out of context, and he should have been the one filing cases, but instead there are cases filed against him. However, he says he's ready to face it legally. That's the word coming in from Udhayanidhi. But remember, politics over Sanatana Dharma is only escalating, with both sides refusing to relent.
All right, Purnima, thank you for joining us. Kovai Sathyan from the AIADMK is with us right now. The DMK, remember, is the party that we've been focusing on so far. The AIADMK, Mr. Sathyan, is typically the opposition in the state to the DMK, but this is an issue where it has been particularly interesting, sir, because the AIADMK does share some of its central values with the DMK when it comes to this issue in particular. Sir, some experts have said that your party has been particularly silent in the last few days. How would you respond to that?
No, we were not silent. Our leader has indeed made out a statement. Our party, since its inception of 51 years, have not taken a stand based on caste, creed and religion. We don't do vote bank politics based on caste, creed and religion. Wherein DMK has forgotten that ideology long back. We don't have shared values. The values of DMK is dictated by its parent body, DK, Dravidar Kalagam, which is atheist, and their only intention is to hurt the sentiments of the majority, mock the beliefs of the majority. And that's what told by Karunanidhi, Stalin, and now the grandson, Mr. Udhayanidhi Stalin. Now, whatever he is doing now is the desperate attempt to save his face and image. A damage control exercise.
Okay, sir, I just
he
want
has
to ask
taken the law
you,
into his own hands.
One second, sir. I just want to ask you. So, the General Secretary, the person you were talking about, Edapadi Palaniswamy, he did make a statement, and in that statement, he said that the statements that we're seeing from Udhayanidhi Stalin and the DMK are statements, and you've been saying this too, but I just want to give that context to our audiences. He's been saying that these statements are being made to boost his own name in the public eye. But sir, if we actually take a look at what he has said, where he has said that the Sanatana Dharma essentially advocates for practices that are anti-casteist, where does the AIADMK stand on those comments in particular?
No, those statements were made in an attempt to elevate Udhayanidhi Stalin as a leader in the minds of the Tamil Nadu
I'm not
people.
asking you
His
about the
father,
motive,
M.K.
sir.
Stalin, is desperate. Yeah, motive is more important.
No, sir, but I'm asking you, do you agree or not agree? And I'm asking you this in the context, obviously, of the BJP, which is your alliance partner. Why
would I respond to somebody who is not even competent enough and intelligent enough to make a comment on those ideologies and beliefs? Who is he? Is he a scholar, a doctorate, or anybody who is known, well-renowned in that particular domain? No. He is incompetent. He doesn't have the intelligence to make comments on those lines. Why should I respond to that?
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for bringing us your response. Kovai Sathyan from the AIADMK. We did ask him what his thoughts were on the comments itself. Now we're going to move on. We're going to take a step back. We're going to look at more responses to this story. Take a look.